If you've ever searched for bridal makeup online, you know how overwhelming it gets. People tell you to buy just one product and just one luxury product, and the total somehow goes to 25,000, 30,000, and that's just makeup. Hi guys, I'm Ashi Adani, and for today's video, I'm gonna help you pick your bridal beauty kit under rupees 10,000. These are products I've personally used and swear by, and these perform just like a lot of the high-end products out there. And if I had to build my bridal vanity under rupees 10,000, these products would definitely be part of it. These are the MRP prices that I'm talking about, but if you get them during a sale, that's a win for you. And by no means am I saying 10,000 is less money, but when you're talking about bridal products, I feel like certain products you need to spend a little more on compared to the others. 10,000 is not just a one-time cost, right? You will be using these products for 2 years and they will be performing really well for you. So I feel like it's more of a long-term investment, but if you're doing a bridal look, these would work beautifully for you. Let's get started. Also, I love apna sit-down beauty video. So if you would like to see more of it, please engage with this video. First thing I'm going to start with is a moisturizer. I'm using the Plum Rice Water and Niacinamide Gel Cream. It is very, very important to prep your skin beautifully for your bridal makeup. You don't want anything cracking, creasing, and this is a very lightweight moisturizer, so it works for everybody, literally everybody. If you have super dry skin or if you live in a super dry environment, then you might want to opt for something thicker, but I feel like on a normal skin, combination skin, oily skin, and normal environmental conditions, this moisturizer works beautifully. It hydrates your skin and it will prevent your makeup from creasing. Plus, this doesn't pill under makeup, which is so important. Once the moisturizer is completely set, like you can't feel it inside, you will move on to primer. This is the Lakme Glow Perfect Primer. Primer ki halat dekh ke you should know that I swear by this primer. It is part of all my makeup routines, makeup videos, whatever you see, you will always spot this primer. It's because it has a nice smoothing texture, like it literally blows out your pores, and I'm going to show you the difference right now. Plus, it brightens the skin. Can you see the difference between both the sides? It's super lightweight. Again, this works for all skin types, all skin tones, and if you have pores and you want your makeup to glide on like butter, you need this. I like how my skin is looking. Let's move on to color correction. I'm using this palette from NYX because I feel like it has enough colors for you to work around with. Like if you have redness around your mouth, you can use the red one. If you have sallow or dull skin, you can use the yellow or the purple. We are going to color correct my under eyes right now. So I'm going in with the peach, and I'm gonna mix a little bit of the orange in it. Yeah, I like this. And we're just gonna tap it under my eyes or wherever you have darkness as a bride. I feel like overdoing color correction makes no sense. You just want to use it in areas where you actually feel like, okay, there is darkness. And this one color corrects beautifully, but it also kind of doesn't crease too much. I also feel like it's very important to work in thin layers, because what is the point of caking makeup up? Even if it's bridal, we still want you to look like yourself, and that is very important. We are color corrected. Let's move on to foundation. For foundation, I've gone for something that is long lasting but also not too matte. This is the Maybelline Superstay Lumi Matte Foundation. I'm going to show you how I apply my foundation. I take just one pump. Right now my skin is doing well except some places, so we're just going to take some foundation, coat your brush with it properly, and then apply it like this. Like you want to swipe it first and cover the area, and then slowly buff it in so that it leaves like a very seamless finish. You can instantly see like how dewy and glowy my skin looks just because of the foundation. If you feel like you want it to be more glowy, you can add a few drops of any strobe cream or illuminator. But I am an oily bride. Sorry, I'm an oily person. So I'm going to stick to more matte formulas because eventually my face will look oily on its own. Now I've taken more foundation and I'm using the same technique to blend it in. My forehead doesn't need much, so I'm not applying much over there. Just focus on the areas where you actually need coverage. I feel like that is more important. I'm happy with how the skin is looking, nice and even. Then going to move in with concealer. I'm using this PAC Studio HD Liquid Concealer. I feel like liquid concealers are your best friends because I feel like they stay longer and better. And this particular concealer is super buildable coverage. So you can take as much as you want, and as you can see, the concealer is a little yellow for me. I like it that way because that also color corrects at the same time. So I'm gonna apply it. I like to create these 4 dots. Then I'm gonna take it on top here, and wherever else I feel like मेरा skin थोड़ा dark लग रहा है, मुझे coverage चाहिए, I'm gonna take it there. And we're going to let it set for a bit. Taking a tiny brush, I'm just going to go over the area. I'm not going to overspread the concealer. I'm just going to leave it where I have put it and where I have darkness. Again, to not cake up your entire face. Concealers are a very tricky subject. I feel like it is very difficult to find a concealer that is like your skin but better, but also gives coverage. This one, I love the Too Faced one, you guys know that, but I really like this one for bridal looks or Indian looks, and it's very, very long lasting. As you can see, I've spread it, like I've finished the rest of my face first. I want the under eyes, I want the concealer to get tacky under the eyes first. And now I'm starting with the top lid. Cover it completely because we have pigmentation, I know that, and we want to cover it completely, so whatever we are putting on top doesn't get messed up. Now I'm starting with the bottom. Again, I'm focusing it on where I want, and when it comes to concealer, I personally prefer using shade that matches my skin properly. I hate using something brighter because I feel like in flash photography, no matter how well it is blended or how well it's applied, it's still going to look like brightness under the eyes, which I really don't like. And this concealer works beautifully to cover everything so well. Also, if you're someone who's doing their own bridal makeup, or if you're someone who wants to do their own bridal makeup, I would highly recommend you to practice. You can't just show up on the day off and just be like, abhi mere ko makeup karna hai khud se. You have to practice and wear your makeup the entire day. See what didn't work for you. When you go for makeup trials with a makeup artist, you do it in the day so that pura din aap makeup pehno, you see how it's working, see what you can fix the next time you try. So it is very important that if you're doing your own bridal makeup, you have your routine locked in place. I've gone in with a little more concealer because this is a buildable concealer and I just wanted some more coverage under the eyes. There we go. Immediately I'm going to set it using the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder. So I'm going to take some powder on the sponge, rub it at the back of my hand, remove any excess, and this is very important. I'm pulling the under eye, blending it, pull, blend again, pull, blend again till you don't see any product settling in, and then pull and press the product in completely. And you keep blending till the product is placed. Can you see the difference it made? I really like this powder. If not this, a high-end version that I would recommend is the Huda Beauty Loose Powder. But in the affordable category, really nothing beats this powder. Keep blending in its place. You don't again want the powder to go everywhere because that will make your entire face matte. I also like to set my smile lines because I laugh a lot and my face creases because of over there. अगर cream पे eyeshadow करेंगे तो वो चिपक जाएगा, so you need a little bit of powder to just make sure all the powders are blending smoothly. It needs a powder base. You see how I'm blending one part at a time and not doing all together and then setting, right? You're seeing that is happening because I want to make sure nothing creases long term. I have lines, they will crease, but I just wanted to last as long as possible. And that is my base all done. So far, how's it going? Is it feeling easy? Let me know in the comments. Now let's do the brows. I'm using the Etude House Drawing Eyebrow Pencil. For the brow, you want like a nice precise pencil that you can just like fill your gaps with. If you're someone who has very sparse brows, I highly recommend getting brow mapping or brow tattooing done before your wedding because I had it like earlier for 2 years and like just to even map my brows, it's made my life so much easier. So I just know exactly where to fill and what parameters I have to shave in. And I'm just gonna take the spoolie side and set it in place. Brows are a very important part. I feel like it really frames your face. So make sure to get them done properly. Yeah, I'm very happy with the brows. Let's move on to eyes. Okay, you must be thinking why I've chosen such a affordable option for eyeshadow, because I feel like when it comes to eyeshadow, more expensive options which I have used and tried, and like with Huda Beauty and stuff like that, Morphe, I use those palettes. I have one right here. But the thing is, if you're on a budget, you should prioritize what is important and what is not important. Eyeshadow, I feel like, is a product that even affordable brands can make well. It is a soft formula, it blends easily, it lasts for a long time. What else do you need out of an eyeshadow? Nothing really. So, but whereas base products is something I wouldn't want to compromise on, because that is going on my face. It has to look a certain way, and that, you know, affordable formulations can mess that up. So I have very methodically strategized my budgets for this video, and I genuinely think this is a good eyeshadow palette. It has neutrals, it has everything you need for a nice bridal look. So I've just taken the two browns and added them in the crease, and I've kind of blended them outwards like this. I'm gonna take some subtle shimmer, which they have here, golden, so it matches my eye, and I'm just gonna do like kind of like a cut crease, but very soft cut crease. And I'm going to use the glitter all over my eyelid. They have a pink one, they have a darker one, but I just want to keep my eyes quite soft actually. I've seen people do like smoky eyes for the wedding, and I just don't think it looks good on everybody, especially when you're doing smoky eyes. And if you're like this, it looks great, but then if you're laughing and smiling, it can look a little funny to me. So I like to do softer eyes. And then I'm going to take a smaller brush, dip into their dark brown right here, and just add it here on the outer V of your eyelid right here. You don't want to move it around too much, you just want to leave it there. This kind of adds a little definition to your eye, which is very important. And you just want to keep blending till you feel like there is a seamless transition between all the shades. There we go. I like it. I like that it's a little intense on the outside. I don't want a sharp wing. I just want it to look like all blended in beautifully. And the best trick is to take a clean brush and just go over everything once, so it can clean up wherever there is extra product. Moving on to Kajal. Now I have spent a little bit on this one because it's the René Midnight Kohl pencil. It is waterproof, it is long lasting, and it's jet black. Now I'm going to take the Kajal and I'm going to take a tiny brush. I've been hating liquid liners lately. I like taking a Kajal and just subtly adding definition to my eyes. I feel like it looks very pretty, it looks very natural, it's not too out there. You know what I mean? And I like to flick it a bit just at the bottom. And now I'm going to take the same thing and I'm going to do my waterline. And taking the same brush that I used for the liner, I'm going to take a little bit of that dark brown eyeshadow and just smudge it very close to the waterline. I don't want it to come down. Just smudge it very close to the waterline. One quick hack that I'll give you is just to take the edge of your sponge and cut a V like this. This will give you a sharp lift if you want a nice cat eye. Just wipe it off. There we go. I'm quickly gonna curl my lashes because curling your lashes is very important. You want your eyes to do the talking, so we are going to like curl it well and use a nice waterproof mascara on top of that. I'm using the L'Oreal Panorama mascara. This has a nice wand, it is curved, it coats each and every lash very well, and you will actually see nice length and volume with this. Don't do that. Be very careful when you're putting your mascara on, and if you do that, let it dry up completely. Don't panic. Panicking is the worst thing you can do in this situation. I'm taking my time, I'm coating every lash, I'm moving it around if it's clumping together, all of which is very important to make sure your lashes look nice, long and have volume. If you want a cheaper alternative, I really like the Maybelline Sky High mascara, the normal one. That is also a nice waterproof lengthening mascara. Don't forget your bottom lashes, again very important to bring your whole look together. For this, once it has dried up, you're just gonna take a tissue or a cotton swab and wipe it off. Oops, mine didn't dry completely. Shit. I'm just gonna wipe it off. And then take my foundation brush and just go over it. You're fine. Nobody's gonna know a thing. Taking the same NYX palette. Now, I'm personally not a fan of contouring, but if you are, you can take the same NYX eyeshadow palette. Take the darkest brown, and you see here I naturally have a line. I'm just gonna replicate it just a little darker, because I feel like as a bride you don't want to contour that much, but if you do it in a very natural manner, nobody should know that you're contouring. You have a little definition here, a little definition there. I'm also taking some on my forehead, especially if you have a bigger forehead. I feel like this would look very good. I feel like this is not showing up too much on me also, but I'm okay with it. I don't want too much definition. Next up for blush, make sure to use a nice dewy liquid blush. I feel like it looks very, very natural on your skin. It can blend very easily. I'm gonna take some at the back of my hand and be very controlled with this, because this is a lot. I'm gonna take literally 1 dot is all I'm gonna take. Coat my brush with it and start placing it. Now, where you place your blush is very, very important. If you have a round face like I do, you want to place it right above your contour. If you have a smaller face, you want to probably place it at the apples of your cheeks. I'm just going to keep blending it slowly and build on the color rather than taking too much color at once. This is a very nice dewy formula. It is also very pigmented and super long lasting. I like to take my blush a little bit towards my eyes as well, because I feel like it just makes it look more cohesive, and take a little on my nose as well, again just to make it look more cohesive. And because you're a bride, you have to glow more than just your skin. I am using a baked highlighter. This one is from Insight. It's actually a great brand, but for this particular purpose, I feel like you don't need to spend too much on a highlighter. I'm just gonna take some on a fan brush, dust off the excess, and I just want you to see, like, I'm facing the light, and wherever the light is naturally hitting me is where I'm adding more. There we go. It's hitting my forehead also, so I'm gonna add some here, some under the brows. Next, I'm going to use a lip liner. This one is from Mars. Guys, this pencil is for like 69 rupees. I want you to get a shade that you really want to wear and just line. My only issue is that I feel like this is darker than what I would want. So I'm using just enough to line my lips and not fill them in. And for lipstick, obviously feel free to use whatever you want. I'm using this gloss stick from Makeup Revolution. It's a nice brown shade, and as you can tell, it's glossy. I would have liked a little lighter shade, not gonna lie. Yeah, that's better. Cool. And something else that I wanted to do is add tiny lashes. These are individual lashes which work beautifully, and I'm going to be using this Pro Glue from Swiss Beauty for it. This I'm experimenting with for the first time, so hopefully it works. If it doesn't work, I'm happy like this. If it works, I'll be happier. Take one lash, add a little lash glue at the edge. These look very nice and subtle. Like, I've seen a lot of people using it and it looks very pretty. Ooh, it looks so pretty. मैं एक और लगा रही हूँ. These are from PAC, by the way. Individual falsies look way better than like the entire band. Also, that's difficult to manage because I have very tiny eyes. I have struggled with lashes, like full lashes, for a long time. This is working out very well for me. One more coat of mascara to just bind them all together. Next up, we're gonna set everything in place. We will not skimp out on this. This is the PAC 24 Hours. Love this setting spray, and I'm gonna drench my face in it. And we are gonna let it set completely dry. You're not gonna fan it, you're not gonna do anything, just let it set completely dry. Look, oh my god, should I be a red bride in my life? I actually didn't think I would be a red bride, but this is looking pretty nice. If you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to like it, subscribe to my channel, comment below, and let me know what you think of this look. I'll see you guys next Saturday. Bye.